What do you know?
Oh, hello everyone. This is Erinn Morgan. I am the Editorial Director of Eyecare Business Magazine and Contact Lens Spectrum and Head Division powered by Broadcast Med. Thank you all for joining us today. We are excited to be here at the Vision Council Executive Summit in Naples, Florida. It is a gorgeous day, and I am thrilled to be joined here by you who just got off the stage.
Yes, yeah.
Thank you. It is Dr. Amling.
Yes.
Okay, I said that correctly.
You did.
Great. We're off to a good
100%.
start. That was a fantastic talk. Really cool focus on kind of how to thrive in this age of uncertainty.
Yeah.
And that is relevant to everyone.
It really is, yeah.
No doubt. So can you tell our readers and our audience a little bit about what you do and kind of what your background is?
Yeah, you bet. So I'm a longtime practitioner, worked for UPS for 27 years in a variety of marketing, strategy, corporate development type roles, and then ended up getting my PhD later in life, looking at how is it that companies that have understood disruption for the last 25 years still fall victim to it. And so I did a lot of research on that. I put a book out in 2025 called Organizational Velocity. And I spend a lot of time talking to businesses and startups, and also have an academic career. I joined the University of Tennessee Supply Chain Institute. I teach strategy and technology classes in their master's program, as well as MBA programs, and then do research. And that's kind of my act two. And I absolutely love my act two. And I'm as busy as I ever was at UPS. But the difference is everything now is I get to, I want to, not I have to.
Right.
Right? That makes a difference.
I choose to.
I choose to. Yeah. It's
a wonderful thing. You came in from Atlanta to join us here.
I did, yeah.
Sorry, folks, we're right by some shipping stuff going on.
Yeah, logistics is happening in real time right behind us.
We can talk about that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us. Can you share a little bit about what you just spoke about? Your keynote was called Playing to Win in the Age of Uncertainty. So, any kind of just key takeaway from that? Yeah, so
one of the challenges that businesses have is a lot of companies are getting really good at risk management. But they're not very good at uncertainty management. Uncertainty is fundamentally different. So in risk, I have a set of options. I can assign probabilities to it. I can quantify it. I can get things, risk mitigation measures funded. But uncertainty is a different thing. It's unpredictable. It's an unknown. And so what's happening is, like, you look at 2024, I think 2024 is going to be at least as unpredictable as what we saw in 2020.
Oh, wow.
And we know what happened then. You think about, we have 70 elections going on around the globe. You have all of these supply chain issues in the Suez Canal and the Panama Canal. You've got the rising escalation of tensions with China. You've got the continuing risk of inflation that is hanging over. There is a ton of uncertainty, and when I talk to senior executives, it's like, okay, I get it. AI, technology, I've got to make changes around my labor. I know I need to upskill. How? Like, what do I do? And that's really what I was trying to focus on today.
For sure. And there were some really kind of tangible, lists of key kind of objectives and takeaways and really good strategies. So to talk to our audience and our reader, we go to the eye doctors, to the ophthalmologists, the optometrists, the opticians who are on the front lines of vision care.
Yeah.
How can what you spoke about today, relate to them in their day-to-day, and the uncertainty they're dealing with staffing, with staff training, and all of that, and beyond, certainly, in the economy and everything.
Yes. So one of the one of the really key messages that I talked about that applies across all industries is you have to develop a learning culture. So you have to be able to, what I call observe, accept, and act. And that is make sure that you're taking in information from the outside, from the external environment, what's happening in your industry, that you have internal processes that you're able to process that information, make sense out of it, and then make decisions. And one of the big things I talked about is to experiment. And so it's not enough just to do market research. You have to do things that require people to show a change in their behavior. Because you want to get at commercial truth. Commercial truth is a behavior. Behaviors don't lie. And in your industry, there's a lot of things going on, right? It's very fragmented, but yet you have a lot of consolidation, you have vertical integration, your supply chains are very tight, both on the import and export side to China. So there's a ton of uncertainty. So one of the things that I just recommend to everybody is look at three things. One is your mindset. So how are you thinking about changes? Are you open? Are you humble enough to accept new ways of thinking? Are you going down 2 or 3 levels of your organization and really figuring out what's going on? And beyond mindset, your organization. How are you setting up your organization for success? And so, these are things, there's a lot of different people constituents in the eye care industry. But what I would say is, do you have an organization that there's trust built up? And one of the things that I told this audience today that I would encourage you to do is, if you think you have trust, you may not. And this is the challenge that I'm going to give to you right now. On Monday, I want you to take your staff, and I want you to have them around the table, and I want you to give them a question that is bound to create disparate responses. And then shut up. Just see what they do. Do they look at you? Are they waiting to look at the boss to see, which way that they should be heading? Or are they open and honest about their feelings? If they don't come out and start saying what they think, there's a trust issue. You cannot change unless you have trust in your organization. So there's a lot of things there that's fundamental. And then the last is around people. And what I would encourage you there is just what I was saying before, is as a leader, a lot of you that I'm talking to are leaders in your organization. The number one characteristic after dozens and dozens and dozens of interviews that I did with corporate, startup, and military leaders, humble. It's an anomaly. I wasn't expecting it. But if you're humble, then you're open to new ways of thinking, and you're able to evolve your mindset. And the real danger you have is, because you're in the position you're in, you've made good decisions over and over and over again. And that's great until things change, and then you end up becoming irrelevant very, very quickly in this economy. And so those are the things. So it is your mindset, it is your organization, it is your people, and it's developing the learning culture.
Wow,
that's
it. Fantastic.
So there, you just got the presentation.
Right? In a nutshell.
Yeah.
That was great. Well, thank you so much for sharing that with our viewers and our readers. Really appreciate your time here. Really great takeaways. So, and wishing you a great rest of the day.
Great. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, and thank you all
for
joining
everybody.
us. We will see you again soon. Stay tuned. We'll have more live streams coming tomorrow from the Vision Council Executive Summit. And now we're going to go enjoy this lovely weather.
Yes.
Have a good day.